these millennials with their opinions and their podcasts.
Everyone's mic is working, right?
Every one of them has podcasts nowadays.
Her mic is off.
Hey, no one cares about your opinion, buddy. Alright? I'm here to tell you. I don't care what you think about love or sex, politics or religion, or how you're socioeconomic, blah, blah, blah. Save it for someone who cares.
But they should know better than ours.
This is another Millennial Podcast. I am another Millennial Podcast host. I go by the name of Nick Teasy, aka Young Tizzard. Shout out to my boy Wizard, aka LaPod James, aka Big Homie Young Segway Son. I feel like it was a long time since I said that. That felt like a real struggle to remember all of my words. I am here with a couple co-hosts as well.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Los the Ghost, aka Los.
What's up? It's ACB the Guy, aka AC Montana, aka Hotep Ace, aka Cat God. In the motherfucking building. Brr.
If our DJ was here, we would have had some more burns and all that shit. I kind of. Nope.
Wrong one.
This is why we have.
We back.
Our DJ is out sick today. We also got some ghosts behind the camera. They don't want to be named. They don't want to be known, but they here.
Presence felt. Forever empty in the motherfucking building.
So how's everyone doing?
Chilling, straight chilling. That's all I could really say, man. Exhausted, especially after watching you sleep all day.
How you feeling, Teasy?
This asshole woke me up like, yo, man, 6:30. Like, why?
I know what you wanted me to do, man. I honestly was thinking about it, like, man, this is about to sound weird, but I sat at your door looking at you for a while, like, and then I just fresh woke up feeling refreshed. I was like,
dog, you were sleeping for hours. Like on my break, I went into your room and I'm just like, I guess I'm just chilling by myself.
Watch each other sleep.
Yeah, happily. I'm glad to hear he does it too.
Yeah,
not happily, not at all. But again, I just was like, damn. I know this nigga like don't want me to wake him up, but we got a long ride ahead of us. Pause. We got a lot of shit to do in between.
Bruh, what be going down in the Taurus?
You know what? Hey. Okay. Ace, how are you? Let's move on.
Well, I'm here.
We need a shot.
Let's take a shot. Cheers. I'm here. I'm queer. That's about all I got.
And here to tell you some motherfucking shit you want to hear.
Ayo.
Crystal clear in your ear.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Man, it felt like everybody was just fucking, I don't want to say in the mood, but just like dragging today, man.
It's Monday, bro.
Yeah, it's Monday.
Dog, I even went to sleep early, I felt like, last night. I woke up exhausted. After work, I was just like, let me take a nap.
What's happening? Is it just a
it's
time where
Mercury retrograde?
Yeah, we in reggaeton, bro.
Oh my God, I wish John was here so he can delve into what all that shit means.
Mercury's
all
in reggaeton.
I know is that communication be off, electronics and shit start failing, unexpected bills.
Do you think it's like that because we find out it is? Like, what if we found out that it was never that? What would our explanation be?
I don't understand.
Like, what if no one ever gave the explanation that it's Mercury retrograde? What do you think we would think it'd be?
Seasonal depression.
Seasonal depression?
That was my original guess.
Mm.
Before she brought in that. And to be honest, your shit might make more sense.
The astronaut stuff?
Yeah, I don't know.
Not
Because this is actually
stuff.
the time where you're supposed to be more happy because it's getting warmer, it's longer daylight. Like you're supposed to at least feel good about that, supposed to. Doctors or psychiatrists have a saying about like supposed to. I forget the saying, but
You're not supposed to say you're supposed to.
yeah. Something like the assume phrase or assuming make an ass out of you and me. They say something like that for suppose.
Is it like Murphy's Law, where we like thinking bad things are going to happen, so of course they're going to happen?
I don't know. I just know what suppose.
And I think that happens a lot on Mondays.
But like Ace said, you're not supposed to say suppose. What is suppose?
Right.
Because
what is supposed
when
to happen?
When you know what's supposed to happen, it's basically assumed that. What? Get down, Ali. It's basically assumed that this is a normalcy. So anybody who falls without this, without these confines of this normalcy, you can't explain that. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would think.
Okay. I was thinking like a person who thinks that something is supposed to happen builds expectations on something they don't know. That's the future. You don't really know. So saying what's supposed to happen is like just pulling from all type of expectations and social norms and it's just what is supposed to happen.
Right.
Who the fuck knows?
Right.
What is supposed to happen? So I don't know. It's a
like what happens
weird
when
way
it
of
does,
thinking.
it's like what happens when it doesn't happen.
It's an unhealthy way of thinking.
Like, are you going to be okay if it doesn't happen the way it's supposed to happen?
Yeah. And if it happens differently than the way it's supposed to, is that not then the way it's supposed to happen?
Right.
Yeah.
It's a paradox. Supposed
chicken
to is a
or the
paradox.
egg?
Actually, I think that's what it was. Suppose is a paradox. And I was like, I don't know the insightful way to put it, but supposed to is a paradox. So,
Right up.
yeah.
I had a weird thought the other day when I went to play around by myself. I don't know what brought it up, but it was it's gonna take interpretation. Are you because things are, or are things because you are?
I am because things are.
No way. Things are because I am. Absolutely.
Now,
Absolutely.
I feel like that's what my highest, most optimistic self would say.
Yeah. As a God,
but you
that's how
think
you're
your
supposed to see
realistic self is
It's
you
not
are
even
because
so
things
much
are.
my realistic self. It's just my reality self right now. That's just what it is.
So you think it can change?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a point of view thing.
I could go into God mode real quick. You know what I mean?
Things are because you are.
Yeah.
What do you say?
I think things are because I am. I'm a hard believer in multiple universes. You know, it's like I am my own universe. I created my shit.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as I was born, things were.
One of my mantras is I am a God. I am God. I create, I heal, I love. Like, I want those three things to, like, guide my life. And that's how I feel like I'm a God. It's not because I try to lord over anybody else or overpower anybody else. It's just that this is how I choose to live my life and let these principles guide me. So that's what I feel like God does. God creates, God heals, God loves.
That's really close to one of my mantras. It was that I am a God in a French ass restaurant. Hurry up on my damn croissant.
I can't stand it.
Is that how it go? Yeah, I guess that's not important. I think it's important to also include that you can destroy as well.
Mm-hmm.
And with all that, because while you can love, you can heal, you can create, You can destroy. You can take away from. You can. I actually got this from the 5%ers. You can build and you can destroy. So just like you can do all the positive shit, you can also have influence. That's the way I always think of it. Like, I have influence. I can create, I can destroy, and I can change anything. Yeah. I can change it for the better, or I can change it for the worse. But I, as who I am, not even like to take God out of it because that might be hard for people to hear, but as a human being, I can create, destroy, and change anything. Anything.
That's real.
Yeah. But I definitely do believe I'm a God. And as I'm watching Wu-Tang, they on that 5%er shit. And so it's like kind of reigniting that in me.
Bro, you remember that book that we had?
Yes.
Read?
That changed my life.
The Gods and the Earths.
That gave me the confidence to turn away from religion.
Yeah. Because
it really made me understand all the similarities, that they're all coming from the same place. And that it made me feel better about the unknown God. You know what I'm saying? And just understanding, maybe this is my belief, there isn't an unknown God. It is the universe. You know what I mean? I am made of that thing. I am that thing. I am the universe, to Los's like explanation. Yeah. So anyways.
No, I think that realization does help a lot of people become more comfortable with releasing their beliefs in that what they're originally brought up in. Because people are, very religious wherever you come from. So, of course, your kids are going to be brought up the same way. But when you start realizing that everyone's believing the same thing, just doing it differently, it's really easy to just, start seeing that you yourself are a God, as most religions are saying. I was created in the image of the Lord in some way, shape, or form. And that should just
call us by our names.
Hey,
what's that?
Call us by our names.
Lauren Hill. If we was made in His image, then call us by our names. I mean, shit. Damn. Black Carter.
I thought that was DJ Jazzy Fresh.
Who said that?
It's Erykah Badu. My bad.
I don't know that verse.
You don't know that song?
Look at you. You got to turn it up. And now
she don't want to be on there for singing.
I definitely wanted to hear. Oh, I wish I could have heard. I wish I could have heard. Like, I'm sure our millions of fans wish they could have heard. Especially because I really couldn't hear what you were just singing now. But
one more time, baby phone.
We were made in His image, so call us by our names.
Most intellects do not believe in God, but they fear us just the same.
Okay.
Oh no, that song.
Very much so, Erykah Badu.
Definitely.
Yeah. I want to act like I knew it. I just wanted you to sing, but I really didn't know it. Like, now that you sung it, I know it. But yeah, okay. I never knew that's what she said.
Yeah.
Damn.
Shout out. Love, Erykah Badu.
Damn, if we are made in His image,
call
us by our name. That's powerful, bruh. Damn, right. I might get that tatted on me.
Real shit.
I don't know. I wish.
Is that God power?
I wish I could have this conversation with people everywhere, but like, I just know people are not ready to hear me call myself a God and be able to have a rational conversation with me.
And then what?
And then what?
Like you and me see eye to eye. We both recognize that you and I are gods.
And then what?
Why do you want to have the conversation? Is what I'm saying.
I've had these conversations, and then they always lead to, like, again, that lordship over. Just because I believe I'm a God does not mean that I'm here to try to kick you down or you're beneath me or anything. Me and you could both be gods. It's not only one depiction, interpretation, display of godness. You know what I'm saying? It's everywhere, and it's everything all at once. You know what I'm saying?
I concur.
So,
but I think that's the challenge of having a religious conversation with anyone.
What you mean?
They just don't. If they don't see it the same, then it's hard to be on each other's wavelength and really have an honest conversation and be understanding to each other. And I think that also, to your question, if we are both on that same wavelength, I feel like there's a deeper understanding conversation that could be had. That could push me further to understanding my way of thinking. It helps me grow. And while talking to people who are different from you helps you grow in another way, I think it's really important to nurture the things that you believe and be able to have a conversation with someone about the things that you believe, and they can help you understand your belief better. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, it's just like when it comes to people's beliefs, that's what they are. It's their belief. It's my belief. I think this is just how I see it, but this is a journey of self. It's not really a journey for others. And yeah, I have had inputs and opinions that come about from others. I don't know. It's just like at this point, if I'm meant to find out, I'm going to find out about it.
I'll say this as an introvert. My greatest growth has come from the help of others. You know what I mean? People who have challenged my way of thinking and also supported it, nurtured it, and guided my way of thinking. You know what I'm saying? And helped me to understand things that I'm kind of getting better. You know what I'm saying? And as much as I'm an introvert and like thoughtful and self-reflective, which also has helped me, it's always people like when you put it into practice with the world and how the world responds and how you have to learn how to be you in the world. It's other people that sharpen me, I guess. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But I'm not opposed to that with anything else, but this is my shit. This is my belief, bro. This is my belief. Like at this point, I've gone through this journey very open-minded, and I still am. Like, honestly, I believe in more gods than others, making me less atheist than most. Like, it's like, I don't know. I believe that all of them gods exist. I don't believe in just one. I don't believe in a few. I believe, like, even if I don't believe in or practice your religion, I believe that there's some truth there, too. And so it's like I'm very open-minded about it. And so, like, I don't push it away, but I don't welcome it because I feel like my journey is going to lead me there anyways. Like my path is going to get me there. My natural way of being is going to get me there. That's an answer that I've come to when it comes to religion.
Get you where, by the way?
To wherever my spiritual journey will be at the end of whatever this current life is. I believe, like, if we all had different parts of our life that are graded, I think my spiritual self is probably the highest amount of growth that I've progressed with all of my stats.
So far. Copy.
No, I don't know if I'll end up in a good place.
I wish I heard what she said.
God damn it, TZ.
Because I do. I really do.
Touché,
I
my
really
nigga,
do.
There, it's a wrap.
She said that, so you'll probably end up in a good place. And I was just saying, no, that's not necessarily true. Or I think that's what she said. But I don't necessarily think that's true. I mean, I can only hope. But, I mean, what is a good place? I think that's really relative. And I think maybe my prior life hoped that I was going to be in a good place. And here I am. So it really is what you make of it.
Okay, we got a shot clock?
I'm part of the minority team, yeah. So, seeing as how I know both of y'all would love to answer this, you would have to take a shot in order to answer. Would you rather be fluent in all languages or a master of all instruments?
All instruments, musical instruments?
Mm-hmm.
I would say, go ahead.
Musical instruments for me.
You gonna say why?
I just think it's cooler. I know how to speak a little bit of Spanish, and I speak English. Everybody else can adjust to me.
Such an American thing to say.
I acknowledge Spanish. What you want me to do?
That's way more American. I acknowledge Spanish. I don't even speak it. I acknowledge it.
On the low, China about to take over the world. But
Which is exactly why
Chinese.
I would want to be fluent in all the languages. I need to know what the fuck is going on. I need to be able to cross this border and have a face card good any fucking where.
I like the language thing, like especially after traveling a little.
And
Man, that
musical instruments, if I can learn all these languages, musical instruments gonna come like that, bro.
Nah, you can't go and have the other.
master of none though.
It's either
You
or.
know what I'm saying? I could just have knowledge, a basic knowledge of it. I don't have to be a master of any of those instruments, but let me be a master of all the languages.
What would you do with it?
Go communicate with motherfuckers. Make some shit happen.
Like what? You'd be like a civil rights leader.
Shit, I don't know. Like, it's been a couple times I wanted to fucking leave the country, you know, so I would love to hit my kinfolks up in Cuba, Jamaica, somewhere. Cuzzo, what's up? I'm pulling up.
There's just so much more swag to being able to speak more languages than being able to play multiple instruments. Like, you at a party, you get annoyed at the person that's gonna pick up the guitar and play some music. Like, no, bruh, I just want to hear the fucking DJ. Just let the music play on shuffle. I'd rather hear that. Or are you gonna be chilling with the one person who speaks your language when you're drunk, and he happens to be black, but you're Korean or something? Like, I don't know. Like some wild shit that's just mad cool.
I think, especially as a black person, it'll be hella interesting. Because niggas gonna think I don't know what the fuck they talking about. Then I'm gonna start popping that shit back to them.
I feel like the language shit is good. It's probably more useful. But
There's
unless
definitely
you
more
about to
money
be
in that.
like a spy, you know what I mean? Like, or a
I ain't gotta be
traveler.
no spy, but I'm gonna be good by myself. Think about it. Say I'm somewhere where they don't fuck with black folks or whatever like that, or they don't fuck with gay people or something like that. I hear them talking and
You
they
talking
think,
their language is gonna help.
yeah, me understanding their language is gonna help because I'll hear them plotting and shit. You know what I'm saying? Before they think I'm just a dumbass American.
I probably
Nah,
just try to
nigga,
make money.
I
off
know
my
you talking that
languages.
shit. I know you about to try to sex traffic me. We not finna have that. Nah, Sway.
I hear you. That's one way it could be
Not
useful.
using it for business.
Right, no.
Making money.
That's exactly what...
Not becoming an international interpreter, working with.
I'm gonna make all that money.
One, protecting
That
myself.
could be cool.
But definitely, I mean, that would be majorly cool to be able to conduct business any fucking where. If I want to pull up just to travel, any fucking where. Like, I'm
But
good.
your immediate primary thought is, I want to catch niggas talking about me.
That wasn't my primary thought.
It is, though.
My first thought was talking about pulling up for travel. I said my cousins in Jamaica and Cuba. That was the first thought.
Nice.
I don't know. And I hear you. Again, language is probably more useful. But I just like the idea of playing all instruments.
What you gonna do? Play bongos? No, I'm kidding.
I would probably try and get in the music business for sure.
Naked bongos.
I would definitely be one of those artsy dudes. I would only go to those type of parties where they love the guy who picks up all the instruments. I'm that guy.
But you gotta be nice at it. Which you would be.
I'm imagining I would be. Or I'm just, you know what I mean, okay at everything. Niggas gotta respect that anything he pick up, he can at least play a melody. Come on, bro.
But then you would only be like at English-speaking parties who acknowledge Spanish.
I think music is a universal language. I can go to China and play the flute. I don't know what the fuck they play. I'm sorry. I'm
They
ignorant.
play drums and shit too.
Yeah, everybody play the same instruments.
Everybody play some type of drums.
Yeah, some horns, some piano, some drums.
Some
Yeah.
bells.
Yeah. Yeah, I do all that shit.
Pop your shit, Teasy.
Here's another
Chocolate.
one. Here's another one.
All right. Going back to back on you hoes.
I got a bunch.
Back to back like I'm on the cover of Lethal Weapon. Back to back like I'm Joy 96, 97. Woo. What a time. Do y'all have a favorite moment of culture that y'all, like, I'm glad I was alive for that.
Swag surfing.
Good choice. Lucifer.
I'm thinking.
Sweat.
Leggings for me. I'm so glad I went to college when leggings became popular. Truly, the timing couldn't have been better. Because 08 to 010,
Bro. Fucking phenomenal years,
women's
bro.
love the leggings.
Fucking phenomenal years. I fucking loved 08, 09, 010.
When life was simple and pure.
Bruh. Bruh.
Oh, we some old heads. Drinking
Before the
reminiscing.
degrees.
Drinking
Bruh.
reminiscing.
All right, what's the next shot clock?
Okay. Well, how good do you want it? Do you want it a stupid one?
Make me drunk.
Make you alright. You wanna answer. Alright, I think you'll have an answer for this, Ace. Would you rather find a human in your attic or 1,000 cockroaches?
Ooh. I don't want to answer that. Both of those are equally disgusting.
I'll take a human.
Hey, what you doing, bruh?
Oh, my bad.
Disrespect the shots.
My bad. I don't even care if it's dead or live. If he hostile or friendly, I'll take a human. You don't got to give me any more details.
1,000 roaches is ass, bro. Like, I'll take the human, too.
1,000 roaches is a whole lot for one.
It's the finding a human for me.
Maybe they find you.
I was gonna say, as long as he don't chop my head off,
What
I'll
if
deal with it.
What if it's a zombie?
hey,
That's not what he said.
hey, it is what it is. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. I'd rather that than 1,000 cockroaches.
Definitely don't want the cockroaches. You never getting. If you have anything close to 1,000 cockroaches, you never getting all them hoes out.
Yeah,
Period. That's their house now.
lived that life before.
So
that
the
shit
human?
was the worst.
That's their house.
I mean, you got all these opinions. What's
And all this drink in your cup.
My bad. My bad.
Nigga.
I was actually just commenting on his shit though.
But you gonna say the same thing, because I know you don't want them roaches either.
I don't want neither one of them.
By the way, was it dead, alive? What was the circumstances around the person? Why is he there? He just homeless and been squatting?
I don't know.
I would prefer that, to be honest.
Why are the roaches there, man? I don't know, man. I don't want either, but I think I'd rather the human. Because I could be scared enough to think like, oh, you're fucking trespassing. I'm whooping your ass. At least I don't know.
I don't even think I'd fuck with him.
I'd set traps after I kick them out.
I just called the police. The fuck? I don't even know if I try to talk to him.
Nah, cause
Just see a naked
yes, I
ass
would. Like,
motherfucker in the dark part of your room.
If I find, if I find the person up in there, no, I'm not leaving there. They're not leaving my site at all.
That's really
Oh, word?
No.
You wild.
As soon
Because
as
if
you
I go
turn
call
your
the cops
back.
I'm not trying
then
to
they're
trap
gone,
this motherfucker.
and then they're gone, now the cops think I'm crazy. No, they're not gonna come the second time, and then he just has easy access in and out of my house through pathways that I don't know. Fuck that.
Nah, I ain't about to corner this nigga.
And it's worse with an individual 1,000 cockroaches. They don't care.
That's their house.
I
You just
think
a visitor.
Exactly, but you're not saying that about the human. That's my house. Get the fuck out.
And I just feel like, man, the right circumstance, it's just a bullet, bro.
you gotta respect when
It's
nigga
just a
living
bullet.
a different lifestyle
It's just
than you.
a bullet. Like, ain't no conversation. I'm not trying to figure out if you okay, you dead or like. No, I'm gonna have to injure you first, so you can't get up and hurt me.
To the shin.
I don't know if you're preaching the right principles of gun ownership.
To the shin.
I don't
To
know.
the shin.
I don't know.
But
You gotta
the
get.
nigga don't need to be in my house if they're not a guest there. They're not invited by any of the residents there. You just in my house, in the corner, in the dark, butt ass naked,
Dog.
breathing weird. Nigga, I'm shooting first.
You created such a
I'm
picture.
shooting first, bro. Bald headed. I'm just thinking the I Am Legend type nigga.
What if? Think. Fuck with me here. What if someone said, "Yo, I got a home that I need to rent out," but you never signed no contract? Like, imagine on some TZ shit. Like, he just asked you, like, "Hey, I just need you to live here" or something shit. But he's not living there with you. You know, this house is to yourself right now. He never gave you no contract, no nothing. And then later on down the line, after you hear some noise up there, you find out he never had the deed himself. He just been finessing you. He's not actually your friend. He's your landlord.
I mean,
And
I dig all of that.
And
but
then you gotta wait. And then the person up there that you find in the attic, that's the person who owns the house, really.
Are they there before me or after?
Yeah,
And it's
before you.
actually me. The other one was a doppelganger. And you just came up there and shot me. And I needed you.
You're
I was
trespassing.
trapped.
You're
First
trespassing.
off,
And you shot the wrong person.
if they were there before me, how did I not know that they were there?
Because I was scared. I didn't know who it was, so I wanted to keep quiet.
No.
This turned into a different direction.
What
though.
shows that they are living there?
You never went up there, so you you didn't know.
Fuck that. I'm looking at everything before I move in somewhere.
I
That's
got you.
one. Then two,
My fear when it comes to people living somewhere is that they know these pathways that no regular person.
Now,
doesn't
yes, that. But then at that point, you're trespassing, so I have every right to motherfucking shoot
know. No,
you.
this dude has a deed to the house,
Well,
And I was kidnapped.
and you were just renting. You never signed nothing. You were just paying cash, and you shot him.
my stuff is there. My furniture is gonna be there. You know, another motherfucker is here.
You're squatting.
Announce your motherfucking presence, nigga.
She not hearing it. She said,
That's all I'm
niggas
saying.
gotta die.
They ain't
This is
gotta,
my shit. I put
they ain't gotta die, but they
put my
not
things
gonna be
down.
in a position to harm me.
I paid rent.
We can have
You
a
get bullied.
conversation.
You can
this
you
my
can get shot.
spot. This my
This
spot.
my shit. We gonna have a conversation, but you're not gonna be in a position to harm me.
Blood, sweat, and tears for my money given to someone else to stay at this spot. Fuck a contract. You getting the bullet.
We gonna have a phone call with like the baby did when he shot the nigga, and then you called the police and you hear him in the background. That's gonna be Ace.
I mean, I'm just saying, if you come
I found him in here. I shot him.
doors,
I don't
that's
know
what
why he was
happened.
here.
Period.
Officer, that sounds very uncharacteristic of her. Son,
That's
you know we saw episode 57 of your podcast, right?
That's the only time I agree with the baby is when that shit happened. Nigga come up in your house. I mean, it's me and you, boy.
Shout out to you knowing the episode because I totally forgot this was 57.
You know the editor shit. Oh.
Good shit. Ah, all right. Good shit.
You want another?
Sure.
I got shot clocks out the wazoo. I had this one. I asked this one to my friends last night. Was it last night? Yeah, I think it was last night. It just brings such a funny conversation. Would you rather?
You got to answer first this time.
Okay. Have a vertical mouth or horizontal butt cheeks?
What the fuck, bro? What the fuck? Ain't your mouth already hard? No. Guess not.
I have an answer too.
I'm going for the horizontal mouth.
Why?
Oh, I'm gonna eat pussy nice.
Just like this.
Mm-hmm.
You are giving her unique angles. That's for sure.
And I don't want my butt cheeks to clap every time I walk.
I don't know. Why would that happen?
You got horizontal ass cheeks, bruh. If you got a donk, that shit gonna clap.
I'm definitely going to take the cheeks. I don't know if I have enough ass to clap, but
It's gonna clap.
I feel like my life wouldn't be really inconvenient in any other way. I'd have to get special pants, I guess.
SpongeBob SquarePants.
Yo. You have
That's hilarious.
pants.
SpongeBob SquarePants. That's hilarious, bro. Cause
Horizontal ass cheeks really gonna give you a square ass though, man. I think
I suppose it would.
you could definitely hide it better with the ass cheeks being horizontal. Because I mean, you're just wearing pants and underwear or whatever.
I don't know what type of pants I would wear.
Cause you wouldn't have like your thighs would be on one of your cheeks and the other cheek would be on top of the other cheek. Thighs would be weird as fuck. Yeah, ever seen girls with the little gap right there? Like they just like toothpick legs.
Oh yeah, and there's like a little
whole gap between they both of their legs. Their thighs don't touch.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's how you would look.
I suppose, yeah. Yeah.
Dog, you can't jog in front of other dudes.
You think my walk would be weird?
Yes. That bottom cheek gonna be limp.
I mean, I don't understand why my walk has to be weird. I gotta take shorter steps or something.
No, I don't think the walk is gonna be weird itself. It's just you're always gonna have a clippity clop. Like we're gonna know like a horse when you're trotting or clapping or full
It's gonna
gallop.
look like saggy back.
Why?
Saggy back on top of butt.
Your ass is gonna clap. Don't act like it won't.
I don't understand why it will. I don't understand why it will.
Do you clench your
like a
ass
lip.
naturally right now? Like when are you
No.
always clenching your ass cheeks when you walk?
No.
So you're gonna have a relaxed ass cheek,
Okay, I'm with you so far.
and you're not gonna. That's just, unless you're clenching your ass the entire time. That's just gonna be loose at the bottom. It's clap.
And that makes it clap.
It's gonna clap.
I think it's gonna be loose at the top.
I don't
think it'll be
understand
loose
why
at the
it's
top?
clapping because it's loose.
Just because it's smacking like this, it's not normal legs like this. It's this way now. Your crack go this way now, not up and down. So you always got two pieces of meat just hitting each other. Ain't no
Why?
way.
What
kind of ass cheeks do that? You think
I don't understand why they're not laying on top of each other lazily and just.
Yes, look, even if they are doing that, it's gonna clap on one side or the other at that point.
You think it's gotta do this?
You're not clenching them together the whole time.
I hate it here.
Big booty girls deal with it.
Back up.
It can't be that bad.
Because they don't have horizontal ass cheeks.
Back up.
I don't think my butt is gonna. I'll like do something about it. I'll take my butt cheeks down or something. I get pants that just keep them solid or like, you know what I mean? Nah.
SpongeBob SquarePants.
If I gotta get special pants already, I might as well get them, you know what I mean? That fulfill all my needs.
Ripped jeans.
Oh my God, ripped jeans would be embarrassing. A rip to the side. Side to side.
Do you think like?
Oh my God.
No, I don't know. How would that look like?
Is my gooch still my gooch?
I don't know.
I'm
Ask
just-
me.
Nah, this is something to make me think.
These are the questions. Your gooch is on your
No.
hips now.
Ah, lick my hips.
Easy access gooch.
You got a credit card swipe now.
What I thought was a negative is now a positive.
Gonna lift up the bottom cheek.
A little spoon
The
probably
top one.
crazy.
I hate it here.
I'm down.
That's hilarious.
Which one you going with, Ace?
I don't want to answer this question.
Horizontal mouth is such a weird looking thing.
Vertical mouth.
Yeah, vertical mouth. It's such a weird looking.
You just long faced it. Just all.
I still think it's closed. I don't think it'd be open like that. Just be vertical.
I just feel like this part will be long as hell. Like this when they make it
I
vertical.
just feel like it's like a pretty natural kissing position too. It's like, you know.
I mean, I feel like you might have to hold it closed though, because it'll naturally just want to flop down. No?
I don't know. I think we do a lot more with our faces every day than our ass cheeks, bro. Like I know I'm doing things with my faces actively.
Now that you bring that up, every time you walk, your lips don't clap.
Because I'm actively trying to hide that with my face. I don't want my face to clap.
That would just be.
Oh God.
And my lips is just like, this is not that much mass, man. There's a lot of booty back there.
I'm interested if it would be hard to get people to kiss you if you have vertical mouth.
Nah,
Especially if
be
nobody else
interesting.
got vertical
Be like, hey,
mouth.
girl,
I think in the club,
you want to try it? I know you want to try it.
Ugh.
yeah, you could probably get away with it.
If you the only motherfucker with vertical mouth, no, ain't nobody kissing you.
A vertical mouth.
There's freaky girls out there, I'm sure.
I'm sure as well.
Niggas gonna be masked up. Take that shit out. Whole ass mouth. I can't stand it.
All right, you guys ready for Ask the Cast?
Sure.
I'm actually coming with the Ask the Cast this time. Thank you so much. It's the one, the end one. Yeah, the white one that has the pad.
It is what it is at this point.
All right, I'm going to read this Am I the Asshole that I thought was very interesting.
Yes, you are the asshole.
And
You're the asshole reading it.
I actually always feel like the asshole when I read these.
Oh, really?
8.5 out of 10 times, yes. But a lot of times I also feel like these are geared toward men hating. It's always the men doing some questionable shit. Or at least the ones that I read. Anyways. Am I the asshole for telling my niece to stay in the closet until she gets her inheritance? This guy is 42-year-old male. He has a niece who is 17, female. My niece recently confided in me that she is a lesbian. I supported her, let her know I'd be there, etc., usual ally stuff. However, she told me she was going to come out to the whole world this week. I let her know she should absolutely wait for her grandparents, my parents, to pass. My father is incredibly wealthy and has tens of millions of dollars in assets that he will be passing down once he is gone. My father is a raging homophobe who has flat out stated any gay individual in our family will be written out of the will. And to make sure the rest of us don't just split more money with said gay relative, they will instead have that portion of the inheritance put aside for that family member donated to charitable causes. The money will be erased from the inheritance. Since both my father and mother are in incredibly poor health, I told my niece she should stay in the closet for a while longer. If she comes out as a lesbian and they find out, she will quite literally lose out on $7 million. She was a little sad, but was also appreciative, since that is obviously a life-changing amount of money that would allow her to live luxuriously until she dies. My wife, however, said that I am being an asshole. I am telling this poor girl to hide who she is just to appease old bigots. That is true. I am asking her to appease old bigots. But I feel like her life quality will be much better with $7 million at the cost of 1 or 2 years in the closet at tops. I also have seen my father's will and know who is getting what, so my niece is definitely going to receive $7 million as long as my father doesn't rewrite or edit his will. Am I the asshole for telling my niece to stay in the closet so she can be a millionaire?
No. Sit your ass down and don't touch nothing. That's just how I feel. $7 million is a life-changing amount of money for real. And not saying that this motherfucker know
I
when
got a
they...
drink to answer.
I'll drink out there. Not saying that this motherfucker know when their parents gonna die or, you know, like, I mean, it's just, no, nigga, sit down, like, relax. You can do you, but you don't have to have everybody in your business. You know what I'm saying? And especially if you definitely in there. You in there like somewhere. You good. You're good. Just sit down for a little bit. Relax. And me, if I don't know how to like imagine if I wasn't gay, but I would definitely be the auntie. I got you. I'll take you wherever you trying to go. We gonna be hitting up prize, whatever, like that. You know what I'm saying? But if I know for a fact this nigga just a hardcore homophobe, Get your money, girl. Life is gonna be so much easier with $7 million.
Word life.
It's hard for me to say, only because of my current relationship with my grandfather. I want to say, fuck him, man. Tell the world anyways. But my grandfather doesn't have $7 million for inheritance for my niece, so or whatever. So I think I would tell my niece, like, yeah, like, look, you gotta understand, this is for you. Like, he's not saying that for him at all. I'm sure. It could be the way everything was worded, but he's definitely looking out for her. The wife, what the fuck is wrong? What the fuck is wrong with her?
Shut the fuck up.
Like, she mad. She probably not in the will, and she know it, and that's probably why she mad. Like, that's why she's saying what she's saying. That fucking wife is a fucking she's the asshole.
I can't believe y'all are saying that.
First off, this wasn't even
that
a
actually
shot
is
part
surprising.
two.
What'd you think?
Yeah, it wasn't. He was just
Talking
fucking with
about I
you.
need to take a shot. That was you, Los. But nah, she
need
definitely
one.
need to sit the fuck down. Like,
Wow.
she
I'm surprised y'all
does.
said that.
Because it's his niece, it's his father. There's the wife. She's married into the family, but
Dad.
no, like, yeah, I mean, the wife is right, but she needs to shut the fuck up too.
I
Like,
would also feel like if the niece understands, the wife
Let me
should
get
be
one.
on board with it. You know what I mean? Like, if the niece is not otherwise emotionally hurt or feeling the type of way about it and is understanding of the purpose of why I'm telling you to wait, it's not because I disagree with you, it's not because I don't support you, it's not because I don't love you. You know what I'm saying? Then
the niece didn't come out to the wife either. She came out to the husband. Like
I mean, that's cool too, but at the same time, it's like she did come out to the husband, but the wife needs to understand that, again, I'm not doing this because I feel a type of way about her lifestyle. I don't give a fuck. Do what you choose to do, love who you choose to love, and just don't get played in the end. You know what I'm saying? But don't play yourself out of this inheritance either, because I know how lack can drive relationships too, and she don't need to be caught up in that either. So
she could be a happy lesbian with $7 million.
exactly.
All right. So I agree with you guys for the most part. I mean, I think my disagreements is really just splitting hairs. But just to play a little devil's advocate, I'm curious. Y'all feel like the wife kind of was out of bounds by saying that, but don't y'all think she right?
I did say the wife
Right,
is
right.
The
So,
wife,
like,
the wife is right in what she
can say
said.
that, right?
The wife is right in what she said, but it's not. What she's saying is not in the best interest of anyone. At least with the husband's, like with her uncle's opinion. At least he has someone's best interest in mind.
Okay. I think if I were the uncle, I could see this going very similarly for me. As a person whose girlfriend is bisexual, I think if I were to give my niece that advice, I think my girl would probably say the same thing to me, like, yeah, $7 million is a lot of money, but this is her life, and you got to be able to, like, live with yourself, especially as a young person, to tell a young person at 17 to really not be who they want to be, who they're, like, telling you they want to, like, be honest with the world about. I can understand that.
Had this person's wife said that, we would have been on that side. But that's not what happened.
I also disagree with this, and let me tell you why. Because I'm not telling you not to be you. I'm not telling you not to love who you want to love. I'm telling you, don't let your grandparents find out.
Because of money?
Yeah.
Not even because of that's your grandparents or because love and respect. It's because of money.
Bro, don't act like money ain't a lot.
Money is a lot.
And I'm
But
also,
money is not the most important
It's not the most
thing.
important thing, but I'm also not a millionaire, bro. You know, it's probably different for niggas who got multiple millions in their family, right? But I'm also saying this as it just doesn't have to, and even as a lesbian, like it don't necessarily have to be publicized or anything, because all you have to do is exist. And you don't have to sit out here and put rainbows on your forehead to tell the whole world that you gay. Yes, it's a beautiful moment. It's something to be proud about when you decide to step into your truth, right? But that's also, you know, your personal decision, and nobody should be able to impact that. Like this.
Can I step in right there?
No, hold on. Let me just get this last part out. Like, your grandparents don't have to see you kissing all on your partner, but that's whether you're gay or straight. They don't have to see how you behave relationship wise, gay, straight, bi, or any of the above. They don't have to know that aspect of you. That's all I'm saying.
I hear you. As a person who's agreeing with you guys, I think we have to acknowledge that we're asking a young person, we're putting a young person in a position to essentially feel like what they're taking is blood money.
Dog.
Like, I'm literally telling you not to say anything until this person is dead, so you can never resolve it with this person. You're going to live a totally different lifestyle because of this person after you've lied to this person about something that is truly, as Ace has shown us time and time again, a truly integral part of who you are.
You don't have
live
to
with
lie.
that for the rest of your... Don't lie. Right. We're not asking them to bold-faced lie.
No, we're not.
Okay.
I
think we're splitting hairs right there. We're asking them to
you can only get
obfuscate
this
the
money
truth.
if you straight. This is something that's been assumed because we know that this dad is homophobic. But if this dad think that you know what I'm saying, you not even dating or whatever, this granddad don't know if you're dating. They don't have to know that you're dating. That's something that your parent know, yeah. And he even on the uncle level, which is linear to the parents, right? That's fine. They could know. But your grandparents don't have to know you dating. You always supposed to be innocent in their eyes.
Let's flip this around.
But you're doing
Let's flip this around. It doesn't even matter whether she's young. Let's just say whatever the fuck age it is. You found out your father's inheritance included an extra $20 million for anybody who's actually gay. What you doing?
I'm not gonna play gay.
You're not gonna play gay?
I'm not gonna play gay. I'm not.
20 mil. You wouldn't lie to your grandparents, CZ.
Me and my homie, we are married. At that point, if I found out there's an extra 20 mil for any homos in my family, I'm sorry for saying that, but for anybody who's gay, oh my God, yes.
That is so funny.
Daddy, yes.
It's daddy.
That is so funny. And I can absolutely understand anybody.
You're not
doing
contemplating it?
Shortly, yes. I would contemplate it for a moment. But I wouldn't want to do it.
You don't think your
for a
girl
week,
would
TZ.
egg you on like, yo, come on, for
Get
us,
that money.
for us.
Get that 20 mil.
This is my argument with the kid.
50 mil.
It's me. I would know that I'm doing this. I'm lying to my family member who I assuming I respect and care about, or maybe I even don't, but I'm lying to somebody that I don't care and respect about something that's important to me. For money? I respect it's a good time to finesse, but nah, I don't have to do that. I could. And respect to anybody that does. I don't have to do that.
Look, Tizu, you know my relationship with my grandfather right now. Like, I get you. I am hardcore feeling what you're saying. Like for my grandparents, like, if it was like when my sister was coming out, like, it was very important for her, like, whenever, or like it hurt a lot, and a lot more probably than I can articulate. whenever they were weird about finding out about her and her relationship with her now wife. Like it took them getting married for them to start acting okay, kind of. And it was just I see what you're saying, but if my sister was in the exact same situation,
same advice.
Please, Andrea,
20 million is a lot of money.
Please don't fuck that up for yourself.
$1 million is a lot of money. I respect it.
Like the stipulation shouldn't be sexuality to me. Anyways.
But this was.
Yeah, only because we know he's hardcore homophobic.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
it shouldn't be though.
It definitely shouldn't be. So with that said, you don't have to know about what the fuck I'm choosing to do in my love life. I'm really thinking about this from the perspective of the 17-year-old niece. You know what I'm saying?
Can I also say, I'm thinking about it from the perspective of the uncle. I would probably tell my niece. I wouldn't tell her what to do, but I would tell her what I would do. And honestly, as I'm thinking about it, I would tell her, if I was in her position, I would be honest. And I'm dead ass serious with y'all. I think I would. I would be like, because now I'm not lying to you, bro.
To know
I'm not.
How important this is for you to just come out and say this. Like I know how important it was for me whenever, you know what I'm saying, I did come out. It's really hard to stand in your truth. And when you finally get the courage to do that, and, you know, even bringing those relationships around the people that you care about. My whole thing is like, I'm watching, you know, one of my cousins now in a relationship that's not serving her no good. And if I was the grandpa, I'm like, oh, you got to cut that nigga off or you ain't getting no part of this will, you know? But that's a whole ass straight ass relationship. You know what I'm saying? So, like, don't limit it to just same-sex relationships when you could have such toxic-ass relationships to blow through that money, too. Like, I'm assuming that the grandfather is leaving this money to create a legacy, to continue. You know what I'm saying? And you can lose that legacy by being with somebody who a fuck nigga, too.
On some revenge shit, though, on some revenge shit, if he's excluding people out of the will for being gay, I definitely would not tell him and do the most gay shit with my money afterwards.
Yeah, I wouldn't feel any way about that. It's tough for me to.
I feel some type of way already. If I know there's no convincing them, like, I would hope that, like, me coming out would be the factor that would be like, oh, it's okay to be gay. I
can see you as a person,
but you know what the reality is right there in that particular case. It's not always like butterflies and rainbows, even though you want it to be in this case. But like it's not always gonna be like, oh, they get me, you know, like they love me enough to just allow me to be. It's not that, and that's what apparently this is gonna be, you know.
It's tough.
It is, and like I know my niece. And like, if she ever wanted to come out to my grandparents, then like I would be supportive of her. It's just, if my grandparents really had that kind of money to drop, I want to say that, like, I'm really trying to put myself in that situation. And I want to say that I stick to what I'm saying in terms of like, please just don't include them in this. They don't have to be included into your love life. You know, they could just know you as you, like, and that goes against my entire argument on why I'm not even talking to my grandparents right now. Like that goes against that. So I want to say, like, yo, go ahead and tell them, fuck the money. Like, I'll split my money with you. Like, I want to say something like that. But like, it's a lot of money, you know. And I want her to have that much. Like, imagine me and my niece getting the same $7 million. There's so much more potential with her than for me. Maybe. You know, like, if she does it right, you know, like, I might know a little bit more about how to... This is a different conversation at this point. But,
I get what you're saying.
But I want her to have that opportunity, and I don't want to take that opportunity away from her. I let her know, like, hey, look, Luna, you know how I feel about the grandparents, so like, fuck them. Tell them. I want to say that. I want to say that because like she should be true to herself. But it's a lot of money. I love you, my niece. Please understand. Money isn't everything, like money can't buy happiness, but poverty can't buy anything.
Which is all facts. And I respect this perspective. Honestly, when we started this conversation, that was mine as well. But now I just must ask. The reason that y'all are choosing y'all way of going about it is because of the amount of money. Do you guys think, this is my argument question, that the fact that that is such a big deal, that amount of money, and that your life is now changed forever?
If it isn't life-changing money,
millions of dollars is.
Right, I'm saying, but if it wasn't, she could tell him.
But do you
if
guys,
I'm in the wheel
can I
for
finish my question?
$50, fuck them niggas. Tell them niggas. I don't give a damn.
I hear that. But do you guys think the fact that you are now living every day totally differently because of a bigot, a person that would never accept you for who you are, and you lied to this person that is your family to get that? You don't think living like that would affect you? Because I asked because it would affect me deeply.
As a young person with pride, yes. As an older person who knows the realities of life, I know that shit doesn't matter.
I respect it, and that is not a false statement.
And as a young person, I hate that I have to tell you this, and this is not something that you need to learn now. This is something that you just get with experience. But if you can have that opportunity that I didn't have, you best believe I'm gonna give that to you if you're one of my loved ones.
And mind you, I'm 42 years old.
When?
I've been watching.
Oh yeah.
I'm 42 years old. I've been watching these niggas at least 42 years of life. You're 17. I think I'm more experienced in knowing
You had to qualify.
exactly how they are going to move. So in order to preserve and
frustrates
protect
me
you,
agreeing with all of this. Not because it's you, but because it's true. Like I hate knowing that like adults have always been telling us these things as a youth. Like, yo, we know what we're talking about. I'm understanding that they know what they were talking about in certain things, but at the same time, like ain't no one's. I always go back to it. No one ever changes. They only learn. Like. Yeah, like no, whatever you.
Can we get a light applause for that one? that is good. That's good shit. No one ever changes. They just learn.
now
That was hard.
like I'm saying though, like I said, I'm so much more qualified to know how these people are going to move. I totally think that at 17, my best, like, is to me the person who's most offended by any of this is the wife, and that's where I disagree.
That's where she's not getting the inheritance. That's why she's like this.
I disagree with how you advising. Well, you're not even the one advising my niece. You just have an opinion on me right now, and that can change. You still gonna love me. Your niece gonna be happy though. You know what I'm saying? Our niece is gonna be happy. Yes, TZ.
I'm still in the inheritance. You still gonna get $7 million.
Speaking of that too, like the thing says something about they gonna be cut out to the point where, like, my thing is, say it's money between all of us. Yes, I love you and I'm willing to give you some, and it's part, of a large number, but at the same time to know that you only lost it because these folks can't see you for who you are and love you regardless, despite of, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna, I don't know. It's probably
though,
different
man.
as a millionaire, but I'm probably gonna have my own like life expenses and things. Like, I'm not gonna be able to just make you a millionaire. You know what I'm saying? Even if I'm willing to share. I'm willing to share with you for sure. But that don't mean cutting my shit in half. I'm not finna be cut in half just because I'm sharing with you because you didn't want to hold off on telling grandparents who don't need to know about your dating life.
Taking a different perspective on this. It ain't her money, man. Grandparents worked hard for that shit. They're bigoted ass.
They're not leaving they're not leaving with it though.
I know, but like they don't have to leave it for anybody.
They don't, and they could change their mind on their last day before they die, and it still wouldn't fucking matter. But at the same time,
like imagine she did all of that, like she hid everything, and then last day we ain't leaving nothing to no one. She could have just told them the entire time.
She could have, but I still also think that it wouldn't have mattered then. It wouldn't have mattered then because if out of 42 fucking years you ain't watched all the gay progress shit that done happened to the point where you can't accept someone who you done seen their whole entire life just because they choose to love the same sex, and you can't come out of bigotry enough to not hate that person just because of that, and that's your blood.
No, I get you, Ace. I get you, Ace. Fuck them, but I mean,
that's why I wouldn't feel bad about it.
I'm not trying to condone their actions or anything like that, but like somebody who's really been like blind to how beautiful that freedom can be, like it's really difficult for somebody like at death's door to just come to terms with something else that they've come to know that this has worked for them their entire life. Why would they change now of all times? Just because they're dying? They're dying even if they don't change.
You'd be surprised.
Yes, there's people out there who do change. Yeah, no, I get you. But I'm saying
5 minutes before they die.
But something like that, you then like all of a sudden I'm cool with people. I'm cool with dudes kissing. I'm cool with girls doing each other. Like you think my death is gonna like make me all of a sudden cool with that? It
ain't about that. To me, it's about you seeing me for me, loving me and supporting me.
I get you. I'm agreeing with that. Like, yeah, me
to be with.
I hope my grandparents are like that.
That's the only thing that I need from you as my grandparent, as my parent, as anybody who chooses to take an active role in my life.
Do you think this goes back to that assumption thing?
Hold on. If you can't do that, then you don't have a purpose in my life, regardless of what your title may be through genetics.
Do you think it goes back to this assumption thing that we were talking about earlier? That it's a paradox, assuming that out of them.
Having an expectation? No. Mm-hmm. I mean, again, I'm 17, so I've been watching you love me for 17 years. If that shit all of a sudden changes because of who I choose to love, again, probably through the ideals of how you taught me to love, like, I can see, like, say the grandparents been together 50, 60 years or whatever, and we just know that they in love, regardless of how bigoted they are. I'm loving someone else the way that you love my grandma, and you can't see past it because this person is the same sex as me to still love me, and I came from your bloodline.
That part does not need to be argued, Ace. We're all in the same line here.
Again, so this is what I'm defending, though. That's what I'm saying. It don't have to be no argument. This is what I'm defending. So as the grandparent, you don't have to be in my life. If you can't be okay with those terms, you don't have to be in my life. Period.
I mean, first of all, this is an argument. We're all talking here, it's not a negative connotation. We're just having an argument right now. And I'm saying it's like the grandparents are not. They're not like I agree with what you're saying. It doesn't have to be that way, but you gotta be like as I said earlier. I'm just saying all of this to try to think of it in a different way. Because I've stated how I feel about this. We're in the same page here, Ace. But I'm trying to see it, not that I'm condoning it, but I'm trying to see it from the old bigoted folks type of way. It's really hard for them to change their mind. And so it's just like, this is my money. I'm dying here. This is my will. Fuck what you guys think I should do with my money. This is my will. I worked for this, not y'all.
I feel that. And I think the fact that we are even having this spirited debate is what will further fuel me to tell the 17-year-old, just be honest. Because it's so much nuance to it and it's so difficult. It's like once a person is dead, they're gone forever. You will never be able to reconcile, have a conversation, share your thoughts, get their thoughts. Be honest, so that way when they're dead and gone for the rest of your life, you can live with it. And if you get $7 million, your life is totally different because of a person that you have all these mixed feelings about. And that's why I refer to it as blood money. Like, you didn't kill them, but you lied to them, waiting until them to die for your life to totally change. And now your life is different forever.
I'm asking this.
That's a lot. That's difficult to live with. I would have a challenging time living with that.
But this is the uncle talking to his niece about his own parents. He knows what he's saying. It's not something that he's saying lightly. It's not an easy conversation. I did get mad at how he worded it, like typical ally shit. Like, obviously, like, this sounds like you're not ally, but then he also downplayed how much, like, I mean, he also upplayed how much of a homophobe his parents are. So to me, that led to a sort of balance. Like, he's not trying to play a certain side. He's just trying to state these facts. This is what happened. And that's what leads me to believe, like, he really is just looking out for her, man. Like, he knows what he's saying. He's not saying it lightly. These are his parents he's talking about. He's not happy about what he's saying, from what I'm gathering. He's not happy about it. And I'm sure that if there was an option for him to talk to his parents about it, he might have opted for that. But the way the story is being told, it doesn't sound like there is. There was.
May I just ask one last question, then we can move on?
Yeah.
You're the 17-year-old. You're now your 30-year-old selves thinking back as a 17-year-old,
and they're still alive.
Which advice would you have wanted? And let's assume you're gonna take the advice of your respected uncle. So whatever he tells you, you're gonna do. Which advice would you have wanted?
The uncle.
The money.
Stand back and take the money.
Okay. In hindsight, always, because that's life changing. I told you, if it wasn't life changing money, I'd tell them. But this is life changing money, bro.
Respect.
I even say that as far as 100,000. Like, it's not even just because
I respect it.
No, yes,
I respect
it. That amount by itself is life changing. Like, just
especially for a 17, 18-year-old.
Yes, for just a slight moment in your life, you have skipped steps that other people have to work for. Like that. Yes, it's hella fucking worth it. I understand what I'm asking of you. Like, I don't want to say these things to you, but, like, girl, please, or dude, come on, understand. Like, I don't want to tell you these things, but I want you to have that money.
I understand.
Like, and I say this jokingly all the time. Like, money doesn't buy happiness, but like the best things in life are free, but then like the second best things in life are very expensive. Like, I say a joke, but I halfway believe it too. It's like, I mean, it's very true. Like, I wholeheartedly believe that. No, wait, it's not even halfway. Yes, I believe it, but it's like, I don't have the opportunity to have that second-rate happiness of super rich, you know. Like, I'm enjoying my poverty happiness, but I want my niece to be able to, or my nephews, even if they happen to be that way, you know. It's just like, I want them to be able to enjoy first and second-rate happiness. Be happier than me, man. The newest generations should be better than us every time. It should always be improving. If we can't be immortal, we need to be better every generation.
Fuck yeah. My final thought, to piggyback, or I guess in opposition of something you said earlier, I think I would give her a significant amount from my money. But I'm also I would tell her, you should be honest. I wouldn't tell her how much money I would give her, but I would tell her I'll share some of my money with you, because I think that guilt will be heavy.
Because you're gonna be part of that guilt.
And I'd be like, I want you to be like,
I want you to, like, this is on me while you're losing this money.
I'm in this with you.
I wouldn't tell you only because I don't want you to expect it, you know. But this does not mean that your Christmas is not gonna be lit, This does not mean I'm not gonna show hella love on your birthdays or invest in you other ways. You know what I mean?
That's different than someone giving you money and supporting you.
I think
that's what I'm saying. Like it does not mean that the support won't be there in some kind of way with my share of this inheritance, quote unquote. But I'm not going to make you a millionaire just because I became a millionaire, just because you're my niece.
Nah, I think I'm so selfish.
I hear you.
I am so selfish. I am more than 50% telling my niece all of these things because I know if I tell her that be truthful, I'm going to feel guilty and I'm going to want to give her some of my money in order for me to be able to tell her to be truthful. But the selfish part of me does not want to give her any of my money, and she better get her own.
I don't want to sound judgy when I say this, but I think you guys should be more comfortable with giving her the money. As non-millionaires right now.
I get you.
Like,
I get you.
The second best things in life are always expensive, but we're okay. We're okay, guys.
Is being a non-millionaire is probably the reason why I can't see myself making a 17-year-old girl a millionaire again for nothing. Like I've
brave.
Had to live 42 fucking years.
Dog, I live too. I exist too. I get this is important for you. But fuck you, young kid. I exist.
You got a way to make,
and I still have a ways to my life.
You know, you got this life ahead of you, quote unquote.
But my life is still important.
Assuming that things are going to go right.
I'm trying to help both of us out.
Give this money to you just because.
And you guys aren't wrong for that. I respect it, honestly.
And I won't feel bad. Sorry.
You shouldn't, and you shouldn't. Truly, you shouldn't. Truly, you shouldn't.
This does not mean, again, that I'm not going to show hella love at all the events. I'm probably bringing all the food. I'm probably, whatever the case may be, I'm still going to be me and I'm still going to show love.
I don't want to make this like an extended conversation, but I do have to respond to that. I don't think that's the same. I think that's cool, and I think that's positive. But if I'm that kid, I'm looking at all of my family as multimillionaires, and I'm the only one not, and my only arm to extravagance is the shit that y'all give me. Nobody empowered me to give it to me myself.
That's why I said I'm open to invest in you.
That's challenge. You can invest in me, but you didn't get it's complicated for me. I have to deal with the fact that I made this decision to forego this money, and now everybody around me, my closest and loved ones, are living much, much better than me. And I'm younger than everybody, and they don't feel bad for me because it's a decision I made. But they're supporting me, and I'm still just fucking broke.
But you're not. You're not broke.
Okay, I hear you.
You're not broke.
I don't have my own money.
Yeah, you are.
I don't have my own money.
Yeah, if you don't,
that's challenging, man.
No,
it's a good situation still, but that is challenging.
You're not living broke. You're not living broke, but you are broke.
As the uncle, right?
I always got to reach out to my auntie Ace for money.
Say I'm the uncle or the auntie or whatever the case may be. Say I use my money and I go invest in a store or something like that, and I make you a manager or something like that once you get the skills. Because mind you, this girl is 17 years old. Your brain does not fully develop until 25. So you're not even all the way grown yet. I'm not responsible for changing your life just because my life done changed.
It wasn't the grandparents' responsibility
either. However, I'm not going to... Y'all keep doing that, cutting me off, making me lose my train of thought. However, I'm not going to... Again, not look out for you in some type of way. Yes, this may only have been, I may have only paid you $100,000 this year, but I empowered you. I gave you a job, and I still looked out for you in some type of way. This doesn't you're not entitled to what was written to me. Period.
I love this because no one is wrong. I feel like everybody is absolutely right. I feel like the wife, the husband, the niece, all three of us, absolutely right on every account. Period. No buts, no ifs, ands, or buts. Everybody's right. But that's what I think what makes it so interesting. So interesting.
I think what's wild is that I get cut off too, but I don't be calling it out.
I'm just saying, because it's damn near every fucking time I start
get you,
talking.
but it happens to me too. All the time too.
You are long-winded. You make a lot of points as well in one speech. You say things that I be wanting to respond to, but then by the time if I let you keep going, you gonna say something else. It's challenging. It's challenging for all of us.
Hard for all of us. We're all in this pod. We're all trying to get our thoughts out.
We are.
Anybody got any positives?
Shit. I wish I thought about that beforehand.
R.I.P. to Emmett Till.
Jerry Springer. These aren't positives.
Actually, I think that. Never mind. Yeah, Jerry Springer. Shout out to that guy. Shout out to his life. I don't know if it was good or bad. It was a thread going around on Twitter where they were asking if he was gonna die or go to hell.
Answering your prior question, I'm proud to be a part of that culture, the Jerry Springer culture.
Okay.
When I didn't have cable, those kinds of shows definitely shaped a part of who I am now. Like even on some joke shit, but on some real shit too. They definitely shaped me.
How so?
Like the whole Jerry shit, like it's just like at least in part of how wild, like how out of the left field something can be in terms of my thoughts. I'm pretty sure Jerry had something to do with that. Like, you said you didn't suck 4 guys' dicks after the party at your bachelorette's. Well, that's true, and your boyfriend's in the back, and he knows everything right now. Bring him out right now, like that. Like that's some shit you would never expect, and I think like part of that is definitely like a one way that shaped me, and I don't regret being a part of that.
I absolutely understand. I also used to watch a lot of Jerry Springer as a youth.
That like like just local cable was great, like as a youth, at least for our generation. I feel like everyone talks about how great local cable was, but like everybody loves watching everything else but that now.
Is Jerry Springer the godfather of reality TV?
You know, that was definitely scripted.
Because reality TV, I feel like, is really just an evolution of those stupid ass shows, which I feel like all got their shit from Jerry. And just being outrageous. It's like build the tension up as high as possible and then have the most outrageous thing that could happen.
Who came up first? Was it Jerry or Maury?
Jerry. In my opinion, Jerry. I don't know the facts.
You guys ever watch that other guy who used to be like an officer? He also did some shit, similar shit to Maury and all of them.
Steve Wilkos.
Yeah,
he used to work on Jerry Springer. He was the bodyguard on Jerry Springer. That's how his spin-off came about. That's what I'm saying. Jerry fathered these niggas, bro.
Yeah, he's that.
Like Jerry was crazy, bro.
Shouting him out is definitely the positive right now. Like, yeah, no.
So on Twitter they were saying like, I don't know if Jerry Springer is going to heaven or hell, but he was entertaining. And so everybody will respond with, no, he's definitely going to hell, and then a clip of something from his show. And again, I don't know if he's going to heaven or hell, but boy was he was an icon. Boy was he an icon. He had so many indelible moments in all of our memories. I think everybody has a Jerry Springer moment where it's just like, what am I seeing on my television right now?
Yeah, this is how you know I'm for sure. I am behind everything I just said, that I am proud of that culture. I've never teared up for a culture icon. Like, yo, R.I.P. my nigga Jerry. Yo, he was definitely like a movement.
R.I.P. Jerry Springer. I don't know if we should be so sad about people dying.
No, it should be celebrated. This
is weird. Yeah,
not that their death should be celebrated, but their
life should be celebrated. Because if you actually have a reason to celebrate someone's life, that's worth celebrating. We all are gonna die. It's part of living. It's gonna happen. So you don't have to mourn it. We can be sad at a person's time, how they went out, whatever, but what they did should be celebrated, no matter who they are.
I don't know if that makes us sadder or less sad.
It can be sad and still be positive.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. It's like
what this person was unique, and we'll never have it again.
Celebrating someone is just like I'm happy that I'm speaking about them in a nice way, even when they're gone. But it's just a memory of who they used to be. It's so bittersweet, and I think you know what? It doesn't matter. I'd rather bittersweet than just pure sadness.
Yeah.
Funny thought.
I probably would prefer bittersweet over pure anything. Pure happiness or pure sadness, pure anger. That was also kind of random for me to say, but the complications of life, those mixed feelings, those nuances are what make life worth living, bruh. It's like, yeah, it is sad, and I don't even know if he was positive. Honestly, I don't know if he was positive. But that was such a good time in my life. Like, I'm so glad that I had certain things. Not only like Jerry Springer, but I'm so glad that I had certain experiences because such is life. You don't always know if it's positive in the moment, but it's who you are. It's part of your history. It shapes how you think, how you view the world, how you choose to move forward in the world. Life, man.
You know, you're always thinking, or not always thinking, you spend your entire life gathering your guest list for your funeral.
That's an interesting way to think about it.
And so if you rather have a celebration of life right then and there, you better grab the most lit people. Those who could celebrate your life the best. Or create connections well enough for that celebration of life to be something that, if you happen to be alive, you'd be happy to see.
Ace, any final words?
Nope, it's a wrap for me.
Stay black, stay strong. Remember, they can't bring you down unless they below you. Loyalty before royalty. The real respond. Pimps up, hoes down. You know where the fuck you want to be.
Deuces.
Deuces. That was Ace. I don't know what kind of pod this was, but drinks for whatever kind of pod this was.
I like it. I'll drink.
What's the adjective y'all would use? It wasn't morbid. It wasn't self-reflective. I don't want to say deep because that's too general.
I wanted to say woke, but how actual woke is.
But I think that's another super general adjective. I wish I had the perfect word to describe what this pod was. Anybody got pod names, by the way? I guess that's why I'm asking, because I think this is another something pod, but I don't know what. Sometimes I hate this pod, sometimes I love it. But when it's good,